Good afternoon, Mr. President. Sorry I've been away so long. I won't let you down again.
Yes, I'm sorry. I won't let you guys down again. It's been a couple of weeks, but we are back. Real life stuff is out of the way, and I am here to play. Real life stuff is out of the way, and now I'm here to play. But I didn't come alone. I brought some friends along, and I'm going to bring my co hosts with the most. We're talking about the Rad Toys Galaxy. What's up, brother?
What's going on, man? We're
Same,
back. We made it back.
same stuff, different day, same show, but it's just a few days delayed. That's all. That's the best rhyme I could come up with on the spot.
Well, I guess we haven't had one since before we left for Joe Fest.
Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a little while, and we have our special
It's been a while.
guest. No, we don't have our special guest. That's okay. We do have someone that we do need to pick up in a little bit, but first, before we do that, let us talk to the chats. Let us see who is here, who's trickling in right now.
Oh, did you say that you can see the special guest because he is there?
No,
He's in the
no.
bottom.
The other special guest.
Oh, that other special guest. All right. Sorry, I ruined it for you, pirates.
It's all good.
So we got Mudhorn Station in the chat tonight. What is going on, sir? Go check
What
his
is
Instagram
up?
out.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
got Mr. Adrian Forbes, Devastation Station.
This guy sends me like the funniest jokes, like all the time. It's like this guy's
Dude, all
hilarious.
day, every day.
Keeps me going, man.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Next up, we've got Jerry. And I saw down in the chat there she's mending a cold. That's why she's.
Oh, that sucks, man. Hope you
Yeah,
feel better,
that's
Jerry. That sucks.
Yeah.
At least you get to watch it, or at least listen to us. I don't know if you can watch us because you're probably so sick, but at least listen to us.
All right. Well, we also have Joel from Starboy Station. He's in the
What's
chat
up,
tonight.
Starboy? He's actually here today. Oh, I
Yeah,
keep forgetting it's not 5 o'clock. It's 7
It's not 5
o'clock.
o'clock. It's 7
It's the
o'clock.
new time. It's 7 o'clock. I
We
have to
also,
get used to that.
we, of course, have Bjorn in the chat tonight. What's going on,
What's
sir?
up, Bjorn?
Bjorn. And yeah, if I missed you, I apologize. But thank you all for tuning in.
We will be checking periodically as the show goes on, but without any further ado, he's been so patient. Let's go pick up our special guest. What's up? What's up? We got Wade in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you, brother.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Glad you can join us, man. I love your work.
Thank you.
I love it. I just love this community. Such a great community. Like a lot of people give to each other. They provide the support and all that kind of stuff. I just love to see people who I think are up and comers, and I check their profile. They're like, "Oh shit, this guy's beyond me." What am I talking about? This guy's not an up and comer. This guy's a veteran, man. He knows what he's doing. So he's been at this for a little bit.
Referring to me.
Yeah. How'd you get into all this stuff?
I mean, maybe I've been doing it for I've had the account for about 5 years. I wouldn't say I've been doing it well though for 5 years. I'd say I probably started getting halfway decent at it in the last year or two, maybe.
And was it more the collecting side of it, or more the photography side that drew you in more?
So the collecting's always been there, but I'm a graphic designer in real life.
I knew it.
The photography aspect always was like visually fascinating and super engaging, and I always wanted to do it. But I usually kind of let myself get stuck between, do I want to really try and do this as a photographer, or cheat, and use my design tools?
Right.
And that kind of stopped me from doing much for a long time. Probably, about a year or two ago, I think is when I got my tablet and started playing around with different apps. 5 years ago, I don't think stuff like PixArt was really around, or if it was really in its infancy stage.
Yeah.
But now
it wasn't as involved as it is now. So
right. Now I can still do this as a hobby, usually like off my tablet, off apps like PixArt. And if I really need to go on Photoshop on my desktop, like I will. But I try to keep it between my phone and my tablet. And in that respect, it feels less like work, and it is more like fun. And I can usually kind of do it while I'm hanging out with the kids or.
Right. I'm sure even for someone like you who does I'm sure you're familiar with Photoshop and stuff like that. So even using that wouldn't be too much of a hindrance in terms of doing some after photography work.
Hindrance definitely not. It just kind of makes me feel like I'm cheating.
Yeah, I get that. I
get that. I don't know. It's probably a stupid sentiment because
it's just a tool. It's just a tool.
I mean, most of the professional photographers I know use Photoshop in some capacity, just to like get and touch up and things of that nature.
Exactly.
But I probably rely on it more than I do the photography aspect. You know what I mean? So nice. I try to stay away from using like my professional skill set as much as possible to try to grow the photography aspect more, because just because you're a designer doesn't mean that like you have a photographic eye, you know?
Right. Exactly.
As a design professional, we have tools like stock photography that have kind of cheated for us or helped us cheat for a long time.
So you don't have to take the actual pictures. You just got to put it together into the rest of the marketing.
Right. Exactly. So really the photography aspect is like an art form that or a muscle I never had to practice as much.
Right. So you said you've been doing this now for 5 years. You've been doing this off and on, or just?
I've had the account for 5 years. I think like it started mostly with like, oh, here's a stupid meme, or here's a picture of the haul I just made, or something like that. I connected with Toy Shiz pretty early on, and so I would just share like store pickups with them and whatnot. And then that kind of just gradually evolved to like, oh, I see a lot of people doing hand posing, right?
Yeah.
And I love some like they get these really dynamic poses and stuff that I have in my head, but I never really like sit down to actually. it's weird. It's like you collect what is essentially a toy, but you don't actually ever sit down and like play with it because you're an adult and you have to do it.
Exactly.
Right? Like you got to work and make dinner and watch your kids, and etc. So I'd be like super envious of these guys that would be doing like hand posing and really great shots and get like all these 10,000 likes for hand posing.
I know, right? It's insane some of the things that get likes.
Right.
It's pretty amazing stuff. But as long as you keep doing it because you're enjoying it, that's the key thing, right? So.
Yeah. And I think finding the balance of, it's an enjoyable outlet while also like, hey, this is something I can be kind of proud of on a slightly more professional scale too. That's been like where I've tried to exist the last 2 years.
That's good.
I feel like that's me taking the account a little bit more seriously in the last 2 years.
And it shows now, like once you start diving in, you really start becoming passionate about what you're doing, and it becomes a little bit easier the more you do it. It's like, oh man, my work's starting to look cool. You may not see it that way, but people who look at your stuff will be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Because that's what drew my eyes. A lot of the one that actually really caught my eye was that $6 million. I don't even have a picture of it, but the $6 million man. It's actually the Eagle Force guy. He's wearing the all red jumpsuit, and he's pushing weights. Like that, I love that picture. It's amazing. Good stuff, man.
Okay, so you guys are what, like, would it be fair to say that you guys have like a classic love of the old school scale, right? Like the 3 3/4 inch.
That's mainly my jam. At one point though, I was into 112, so I was into the 6-inch figures and all that kind of stuff. We don't discriminate. Whatever scale you enjoy is what you enjoy. I mainly stick with the 118 scale, mainly because of the world building aspect.
Right. So that's kind of where I started too.
Sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
Oh no, I'm about half and half, 1/12, 1/18 world building. So
definitely check out his channel, Rad Toys Galaxy. Oh my goodness, it will blow your mind if you don't follow him already.
Hey, Pirates, do you know what else we should check out? You should check out.
Wait. Before you do that, I know what you're about to do. Don't do it. Don't do it. because before
All right,
you do
got a
that,
plan, man. You got a plan.
I have a plan. I have a plan. I'm a man with a plan, and here we go with the
All right,
plan.
hands off, man. Hands off.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for
Abby Normally! Yes. Listen to that crowd. Listen to that crowd. Oh my goodness, yes. They were excited to have you here, man.
I don't know if I could live up to that entrance there.
All right, let's cut her out then, Rad. Let's just
Yeah,
cut
that's
her out
pretty
then.
extravagant, bro.
So welcome, Abby Normally, to the show. Our new co-host. Is it the right
Glad
thing
to
to
be
do?
here.
I think it was the right thing to do. Rad says it was the right thing
I'm glad to be here.
do. But yeah, I'm happy you're here.
Yeah.
Rad's happy you're here. I'm sure our guest is happy that you're here. Wayne, you're happy that Abby's here, right?
Totally.
Awesome
We should
stuff.
just
So yeah,
we should just always do what Rad says, and it couldn't possibly.
exactly. You can't go wrong, right? So yeah, definitely we'll get into that aspect too, because that is something in the show that I want to get into a little bit later on as part of one of our segments. But yeah, now that the gang's all here, we can actually really get shit going, right? Yeah,
Heck yeah, man.
I know it's been a while, but
That's up to
come
you,
on,
man.
right, guys?
Yeah.
That's better. Here we go. And now it's time for greeblies.
Greeblies. Oh, my precious. Oh, yes, anything can be a greebly.
Oh, what an awesome voice. So yeah, that brings us to our first segment. Is the weekly greeblies. I know we're a little bit off kilter. It hasn't quite been weekly, but we're gonna get back on track. You know, like, as you guys know, life happens, and sometimes you gotta step back, but then you bring it back, and when you bring it back with some awesomeness, like these guys. Abby, what are we looking at here? What are these awesome guys?
So these are two little speaker droid things that I made. Took the little droid from
So that's BD1.
what is his name? Yeah.
That's BD1. Now is that the back
From
of BD1's
both
head?
So it actually isn't. What that is it's from a Joy Toy figure, the ones that come with like the harnesses and the jetpacks.
Okay.
The peg for like one of those was actually the perfect size for that body. So I just cut that piece off, and that's actually a Lego steering wheel glued
cool.
around like
That's awesome.
like a Gundam booster from like an add-on pack.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. What was at the back of it? It's like, is that the back of, like, I thought it was like the back of like binoculars or something, or like those, you know, the Star Wars, the clone troopers, how they have those antenna on the side of their helmets. I thought it was that, but no, that's awesome.
So something that I actually have been picking up to use for greeblies is with Gunpla, they'll do like part add-on kits. So you can just like add extra panels, boosters, whatever. The kits are like $8-10 and you get a lot in there. Like that's what those the little antennas are. They're actually from those kits, and same with the like inner circular part of that like headpiece. Yeah.
On a less I guess complex design, I believe Final Faction does something like that. They sell like little ammo packs and stuff like that where you can just take them apart. Because, you know, our friend Making Hick 6, he loves taking those Final Faction packs and making some phenomenal robots. But let's take a quick look and see what else we've got here. Go ahead, Red.
That Dune Buggy add-on that Final Faction has, like, they sell the Dune Buggy plane, and then they'll sell like an armor add-on, it's awesome, man. There's like things in there that make like awesome shoulder pads and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Or like I think with some of the guns, you could take them apart, use them for like antenna parts and stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely a lot of little parts you can swap. I believe they also have like little missile racks and things like that, little robotic legs. 'Cause I remember Making Hicks 6 had sent me a pack. So I was looking for a part for my Buzz Lightyear truck. I was turning it into a scrap vehicle. So he sent me the other arm from that, and then he sent me all these just random Final Faction pieces. And I was like, holy shit, this makes an awesome missile rack. And I use it in my war machine custom. So different things like that. So definitely look through those packs, or even those little what's it called, like Hero Elites or something like that. Those cheap military things. They have ammo packs in there, and usually the guns are oversized.
Yeah.
And you can use the
Yeah,
weapons
for weapons.
on like little small builds. So David Dunn sent a... Yes, they are. David Dunn sent us some stuff as well. So he actually just, you know how he does. He just goes and grabs regular ice cream containers, or sorry, if he's the healthy type, yogurt, frozen yogurt containers. And he gets some of those, and then he customs them all up. So he does work like this. So this random household stuff that you see every day, he just puts them together, slap on some texture, and then Bob's your uncle. He gets structures, and you've seen some of his other builds. It just really goes. It goes up really well when you put them all together. This one would be more like a planet, I guess, a planet bound type of buildings, whereas some of the other ones he's done are more like inside of a station and stuff like that. So definitely go and check him out. David Dunn on Instagram. He has some amazing builds. He even provides you with some step-by-step on how he puts some of the things together. And sometimes it's things you would never think to use to put into your custom builds. Awesome stuff. Speaking of people that love to use custom stuff, here he is, Mr. Making Hicks 6 himself. This guy uses random stuff all the time. Now, he made sure to make sure I say that part of the two things that this thing can be, the beacon part of it, that was all Bjorn. So, Bjorn, hats off to you, my friend. He gives you credit for that. So, here are the parts that he took from all this random crap, and he put together. And awesome. So here he is cutting up all the small little pieces, gluing them onto the
Nice.
lid. And as he's doing that, he's slowly building this. So this basically fits over any typical tea light. So you can get or if you have any that change colors and stuff like that, it fits right underneath that. So basically you can use these as like beacons on like ships, like massive ships or buildings. Or you can use it as like those, the flashing lights on large ships. You can use those as that, like guiding lights and stuff like that as well. But yeah, awesome
Or
stuff.
like a mystical,
Yeah,
mystical
that's amazing.
space crystal ball or something.
Yeah, it can be something like that too, like mystical type thing as well. It doesn't have to be the sci-fi aspect. But like I keep saying, whenever you add like all those greeblies that you saw in the first picture, right here, you would never think that that's actually going to be something cool until you see this. Like, look at the bottom. That's the bottom part there. Once it's all spray painted, and weathered, it actually brings it together, and it looks really cool. You did an awesome job on that, as always.
Yeah.
And here's the shoulder pad using the cap, and just slicing out the right pieces of plastic and gluing them all. So it's like this little jewels, and then sticking that onto the top of the arm. So, like, I believe that arm is a Final Faction arm. If he's here, let us know. And then finally, Mr. Joel himself, Starboy Station, he sent us these awesome... These are those balloon packs, so you can make those soapy water balloon thingy. Not water balloons, but soap balloons. You use these things to do the soap balloons, and you dip it into the soap.
What the hell is a soap balloon?
You know what I mean? Like you dip it in
I know.
you know what I'm talking about, making me feel all stupid. But
Like
so yeah, you
bubbles?
just
Are you talking about bubbles?
bubbles.
You're
That's
making
it. So
bubbles.
well, these make
So
balloons because
balloons.
they're huge, right? These are bigger, so they would actually make balloons, right? As opposed to just bubbles. I
No,
would
no, I
say
get you now.
balloons.
I
But
totally know it's
anyways,
so.
yes. So, but either way, these soap bubbles. Thanks for the correction, the correction, sir. But yeah, you can actually use the actual layout. You actually can use that to spray paint it and come up with some unique designs. Either use it as decor
Yeah.
for some of your buildings, like he's doing here, and then even shining light through it. So here he's spray painting it, giving it texture. So this is what he's building in his basement right now. And then
Oh,
here's
wow.
some of the effects you can get
That's
by
awesome.
by putting the light underneath it. So just imagine like that's essentially you're essentially looking at the side of a building there. And you guys have seen his build, so awesome stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, he's so definitely check out Starboy Station. He's building some really amazing things. I like it. I like it a lot. So definitely go and check him out. So Mr. Wayne, sir, I understand that you've been working on a few projects. We'll get into that aspect next. That's our next segment where we all get to talk about the different things that we're working on, so different projects. You had some Marauder figures that you were putting together, some custom figures. We can get into some of how you get into that as well. And Rad, you actually have some June and July updates, so go and check out his channel after you're done here and check out his updates to see what he's working on right now. He's mainly been rearranging his awesome worlds that he's already has so much stuff, and he still hasn't gone through like
Yeah,
even
man.
what a quarter of the stuff that you have from Joe Fest. You still haven't even actually I haven't even gone through the majority of my stuff.
Yeah, I
Actually,
think I've
Wayne,
got
have you
like
gone through all your
two
stuff?
left.
Sorry, go ahead, Rad. Didn't mean to cut you off.
That's a really good question.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that I haven't like I maybe got like maybe halfway through what I got at Joe Fest.
Well,
Maybe.
you got a fair bit, so you still got a lot to dig through. How about you,
Yeah,
Wayne?
dude,
You're
that's
saying
like
you're not sure?
No. I think at this point we've gone through most. Not so much the reading material, but the toys. Yeah, I took my son down there, who's 8, and this is the
Oh,
second
okay, that's
road
cool.
come with me. So all the toys get like played with like immediately.
Nice.
The higher end stuff, I might hold off on. But like like he did the whole Marauder build your own soldier thing.
Nice.
So that's like the first opportunity he really had to like get in there and like really all little things and build your guy. And then when we got back, I kind of let him dig through like my custom bin parts and
Right.
on whatever he wanted and whatnot. So for the most part, we've gone through the toy stuff. I haven't read the comics and some of the trades I got while I was there, or most of them anyway. But yeah, for the most part, the toys. Now, we've also been from those. What I've been doing, the customs that I sent you pictures of.
Yeah.
So my little station here that I call Scoundrel Central, I've used some of the greebles and stuff that I got from the show as add-ons for that as well, and been kind of like revising that to be a little more, I want to say G.I. Joe and a little bit less Star Wars, but like a happy
It's like
medium.
sci-fi, like future sci-fi, as opposed to like super sci-fi fantasy.
I don't know how like other accounts like what's the really famous one that started it all. I'm forgetting what his account was. It's been a while.
Empire Toy Works, for
That's it.
example.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Who started it all, and everyone knows who it is. Yeah, Empire Toy Works, who's unbelievable. I know he's used a little bit more Star Wars, but his world always, to me, felt like any figure could fit in there. Like he can figure out a scenario with whatever's there to make it work.
Yeah, and that comes down to your imagination. You can figure out a way to make that work, right? Because we have people from like we call ourselves sometimes the station people.
Yeah.
So we have people we build stations, and sometimes those stations incorporate people from Star Wars, people from Star Trek, people from Ghostbusters, people from like heck, even like Empire Toy Works. He has the Golden Girls in his station, right? So,
At scale, right? So
exactly. So whatever you want to put there, you put it there. But if it goes against your world building, ideas, and yeah, don't go against that. But if you feel you can do it, then dive right in,
The bigger problem I have is I would continue building if I had the space to.
man.
So we have a small 2-story house, and the station, or the what I call Scoundrel Central,
Right.
takes up one corner.
Wait. Don't. I know what you're going to go into detail about how much space that station takes up, but I want to get into some of your other stuff because that is part of what we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff that you're working on, that is part of what I wanted to get into, which was in regards to your station. I kind of kept those pictures kind of to the last in that list, so we can get into some of that stuff.
Right on.
But yeah, so we'll get into some of that kind of stuff. So I guess I should have gave you like a heads up before the show started, but I'll stop you. I'll stop you when we want to get into certain things. So yeah, let's dive into what we're working on. I believe I have the right button.
No, bigger. Smaller. No, it's the one with a hole on the end that curves this way. I think I saw it once before over there in that pile near the circulators. There you go. I always knew you were the smart one.
Yeah, so normally I don't put things in alphabetical order, but I did this time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna skip yours, we're gonna come back to yours, Abby. I kind of wanted to go into Wayne's stuff, only because I was stroking his ego just before we started this part. So let's dive into some of his stuff there, because you have some awesome stuff, and yeah, you saw some really cool stuff there, huh? Well, yeah, here's some more cool stuff. So these are the are these the O-ring Joes? No, these are these are just Marauder figures. Okay, cool.
They're a combination of Marauder and Modern Joes.
So this is where you like to make some of your custom figures, is using Marauder parts, right?
Very nice.
I've
You
used
see
a lot of
Ash there.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that. Cool.
So it actually just started with with Modern Joe pieces, because
Right.
I this old flea market back where we used to live that sold like $1 figure GI Joe figures from and this is the era of right after the movies, the live action movies, that there was an excess of
the ROC.
right loose or missing pieces, figures that you could get really cheap. And that, when my wife got pregnant, was kind of how I got into the hobby of customizing. I needed stuff to do to keep me busy, and I couldn't really leave home much. So I just kind of started tinkering with these things that I got for cheap. So I want to say the majority of it really started out just being Modern Joe builds. And then as I discovered, Boss Fight and Marauder, and in time it was, Dime Novel Legends and other lines, I was able to incorporate those pieces in more. Yet now, probably more Marauder pieces than any other place.
Right.
If Rad
They have great stuff.
Yes, they do. These are more and then also.
But
exactly.
So what we're looking at on screen right now is Walker Texas Ranger on the left, which is pretty much straight out Chicken Fried Toys build.
So that's a Chicken Fried Toys Ranger,
right?
And then on the right is is that your version of Axel Foley, or does that the Sergeant Brown?
It's funny. So I had the pieces for that for 3-4 years in my bin.
Isn't that funny?
And it just because we also adopted our daughter in the last 2 years.
Right.
So my custom stuff just sat there forever and a day. I finished it up probably 2 weeks before I saw the announcement that Fiction was doing their Sergeant Brown.
Right.
And I mean, it's all good, whatever. But the mine's on the left there, which you can see is, I think it's mostly Joe pieces. It's a Storm Shadow bottom.
Right.
They added some Marauder torso and Marauder shoulder. But yeah. So anyways, I got the FMF version, and came back and needed pieces for other customs, so I took mine apart after I took the comparison shots. And,
okay, cool.
I actually merged them both together. I think I used mine's head with the body.
Yeah, because in one of the other pictures, you'll see as we go through your stuff, you will see the finished version of that guy.
Yeah,
but yeah, that came out really cool. And what's this awesome thing?
So this is like straight up from Joe Fest. We got that old. It's an old lanyard boat float thing. And we went through like some of the bins where you grab like a bucket full of stuff and you pay like $30 or $50 or whatever for it.
Yeah.
We got like my son just picked up like as many missile launchers as he could get.
Nice.
But he didn't pick up any missiles.
no structure to put the missile.
I mean, he didn't know.
Too, but
yeah, but so like we ended up with a lot of those things. I'll probably end up taking those apart and using them as like pieces for texture at Scoundrel Central.
Right.
But the ones that we did get that I could, kind of use in conjunction with each other, I put on this thing with like some. They're not. Well, they are O-rings, but they're not 80s or 90s O-rings. They're
right.
Valor versus Venom.
Yep.
Like that era. We picked up a handful of those. Have like a little bit of a newfound appreciation because you can really start to see like where the line started to where it was like just before they took off with the classic. Not the classic, the modern 25th
modern, yeah.
So we got a lot of fun. Yeah.
This is before that, right? This is before the 25th.
Right. This is early. This is like 2000 to 2000.
Yeah, like just after like the
I think it was like 2003 or something.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
I kind of describe these as being still very kid friendly.
Yeah.
But having a little bit more like articulation and detail, just not at the 25th anniversary level.
Yeah, just like generic looking figures, but they still function well enough to do what they need to do, right? So,
yeah, I mean, if you've got kids like mine are in the phase of I just want to like slam stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
These will survive that.
This line is known for their very long legs. Like they have super long legs.
And tiny little torsos.
yeah, they're a little bit out of proportion.
They were like kind of trying to undo maybe what the Classico ring did.
Yeah.
Look at it. Like the Classic rings have longer torsos and smaller legs, right?
Exactly.
It's funny how that works.
And their heads were bigger too.
Yeah, that also. But these are cool. Like we got them for real cheap, and now he's got Joe's to play with when he wants.
So these are your Marauder versions of your Joe characters?
Yeah, so these are some of the more recent ones, or some of the first ones that I was able to finish when I got back. Mostly Marauder parts, yeah.
Well, you were hyped up, because that's a question I was going to ask too as part of our little Joe segment there too. It's like, how did you feel after Joe Fest? Because I was talking to Rad before the show, and I was like, I was burnt out, man. I was tired of toys. I had toys sitting and waiting for me at home because I pre-ordered stuff before I left. Yeah. And they were all sitting here in a box waiting for me. Oh, I'm like, I was excited at first to open it. Like the initial excitement of the box being there was exciting, but then I was like, fuck it.
It's almost
left the box there. I only opened one box today.
Yeah,
and it was only because it's something that I was working on. I wanted to show off the idea that I had, so that's why I opened that box. Other than that, it probably would have stayed in the boxes. You've been up and at 'em, man. Yeah, that was a lot of toys, a lot of traveling. You went crazy in Sergeant Red's, man. This is a store in Michigan. Prices. Yeah, they did have some good prices. I got that awesome. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that baby blue Tron light cycle in the back there. I got that from there. That was really, really nice stuff. But yeah, they had some awesome things there. But yeah, like I was saying, Wayne, for me anyways, after Joe Fest, especially with all the other real life stuff that was going on too, I didn't want to deal with toys or any of this kind of stuff. That's why I've been MIA for the last little while. But it's awesome to see people being still passionate even after being faced with all them toys. So this is awesome to see.
I mean, Joe Fest for me was like a re-energizer.
Right.
I really hadn't done much with the scale since I kind of put the initial finishing touches on Scoundrel Central earlier this year.
Right.
But no, I mean, going into Joe Fest, my boy and I started watching the Dick version of G.I. Joe. So like season
Nice.
3.
Nice.
Started streaming on Tubi. I know it's not everyone's favorite.
The
It's
silly
not
stuff.
my favorite either, but it's upon rewatch, I'm like, oh, this is so much more aimed at like small kids.
Yeah.
Than like, you know, the G.I. Joe movie from Sunbow. In any case, coming back, yeah, like I don't know, man. Going through the Marauder booth or the Chicken Fried Toys booth,
Yeah.
or like a friend of mine from back in the last couple of Joe Cons, Dennis Carbaugh, he does level 7 toys. He's doing 3D prints of like super articulated, like detail articulation you would get only at like 1/12 scale and up, but at 1/10 scale. In fact, like I'll share, like this is the detective.
Hey, Brad, blow him up, Brad. I don't want to do that stuff.
Oh, okay. Give me a second.
It's a Batman, obviously, right? But like he 3D printed this himself.
Nice.
That's incredible.
It's amazing. Like it's got to be like the most inspiring piece of art that I've seen anyone create in the last I don't know how many years. So
yeah, that's insane.
I mean, my only regret is I haven't really done anything with it yet. I've been kind of stuck on the Joes, but he like seeing what he's been doing kind of gave me that extra boost of inspiration. He and others, right? Like the Grindhouse Toys guys, that Kickstarter that was going on while we were there too. Just seeing that, like that gave me the energy and some ideas to like go back and put some stuff together. So between that and watching the Dick shows,
yeah.
Well,
that's whack.
It does.
G.I. Joe episodes, the couple weeks leading up to Joe Fest with the kid, yeah, it gave me that little bit of extra inspiration that I've been kind of using for a couple weeks. I want to say like I'm pretty much done with the ones I had on my list.
Okay, that's cool.
Primarily like the DIC era Joes, didn't get made like through the club exclusives the last couple of years because the FCC was doing a bunch of.
And have you watched the more modern? I say modern because it's not that modern these days, but modern G.I. Joe, like G.I. Joe Resolute.
Of course, come on.
G.I. Joe. What was that other one that they only got one season? G.I. Joe
Renegades.
Oh, the one where they're like,
Renegades.
Like the 8. Yeah, they're like the 8.
Yeah, G.I. Joe Renegades. That was actually a good show. It was actually pretty good.
No, it's a decent show. I just love how they ripped the A-Team off so blatantly.
Yeah, even the way the characters were like down to the their personalities. Like, oh yeah, this is the A-Team right here.
I never thought
rip
of
something off. It must be good.
Sorry, but yeah, it's just a different perspective, right? You
Red
never would have thought of that team as being that, but once you see it and you have that in your brain, you can't unsee it.
No, you're right. Resolute though, that's like the modern.
Oh man,
that's the epitome of what we all want it to be. Like we want the brand to be.
Exactly.
Format, right?
That's the epitome of what we would want it to be, but unfortunately, we got Dick.
I was surprised. I was surprised in Resolute who they killed off in the beginning. Like you should have killed off. Like Mark or one of them was. I don't want to spoil it. I won't spoil it.
I won't spoil it because now people are gonna want to watch that because it's definitely worth the watch. Because not even that long. It's like a little over an hour. Yeah. It's a very short series. It actually was a series of cartoon that they were gonna hopefully launch an entire series, but they didn't get a series out of it, so they just put all that the short films they made and turned it into this little short film, which is like a little over an hour, but definitely worth the watch.
They did make toys for it. There is a 1/18.
They did. I have a few of those toys. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some the Snake Eyes is really nice.
The Snake Eyes is really good. I also have the Duke, the one where he's wearing the snow gear with that little chin strap thingy. I have that one. The Zartan from that was really cool. Unfortunately, I didn't get him, but yeah, he looks really cool as well. But yeah, a really cool line, and that's like you were saying, Wayne. That's the epitome of what we wanted Star Wars GI Joe to be.
Yeah.
And yeah, but this stuff's awesome. Is that what? What are they fighting over? Like, what is that raptor and that guy fighting over? It's like some kind of piece of meat.
It's actually just the wet rock.
Oh, okay. I was like, what kind of alien meat is that?
It's funny that's how you interpret it.
It's called wet rock.
Yeah. So this is just like at a creek here by our house. And so like we were sitting or standing in the stream. I couldn't balance both like in the right way and the right
to get the shot you wanted.
Now that tells me I need to go back though and like tweak it in post because it looks like a piece of meat now that I look at it. Yeah,
it kind of does, man. Well, at least to me, anyways.
Yeah.
See, even in that angle, it kind of looks like a piece of meat.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it had been in like river water for I don't know how long.
Oh, so it had that slimy texture to it.
Yeah, that's
there you go. It looks like a piece of meat.
Yeah, but
there's these cool guys.
Before we start, if you go back a picture, the head that I used for the V3 Duke is the Marauder Kurt Russell head from.
Oh, nice! That's the one I put. It's like probably the one that I got, not the one that you got, Red. You got the cool one with the eye patch.
Yeah, this one.
No, that one.
Yeah.
So that's the one you got.
Yeah, with the trench coat and everything. But I put the trench coat.
Is that the one you got, Wayne, with the trench coat and everything?
I got the old man version of that, and I've got the regular version of that from last year.
Wait a minute. There's an old man version of that too?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What the flying?
I don't know if I might be able to just pick a picture of it, like the first picture of it.
Oh, that's crazy, man. And not only did I miss out on the one that you got, Rad, I missed out on that one, and I missed out on the old man one.
Oh, I have to track them down.
Oh my god!
They were gone by like lunch. They were gone by lunchtime.
Bring them
like
up.
Post-apocalyptic. This is like a old skit they sold last year in the Geared Up station.
Shut up!
Like
stop talking.
I'm
kidding.
Left because
when I went there, I wasn't looking for that in particular. I was looking for the one that Rad got, the one from the Escape from L.A., where he's wearing the cut-off shirt, the trench coat, and he has the eye patch and all that stuff. That's the one I was initially looking for. A whole fiasco happened. I lost my credit card. Couldn't find it anywhere.
Oh, no.
I was running everywhere trying to find my credit. It was in one of the bags. Thank the heavens. I put it in one of my other bags, but it wasn't until later on that I found it. And yeah, part of the story in regards to that too is that I met Rad and I met this awesome couple, Will. I forget his wife's name, but this really nice couple. We went up with them. We hung out with them during the night market. We also hung out with them during the show as well. And his wife, because I was actually there on my crutches, so his wife was there. Like she's carrying figures for me. She's like, "Oh, this is a great beast. Oh, you should get this one. I like that one. That's a good one." So she's holding all these figures as I'm digging through bins and stuff like that, like hopping along with one leg, trying to look through these bins. And she's holding all these figures for me. She goes, "That's a good price. Oh, that's a good price." So she's giving me support that way, or at least supporting my addiction. And then her husband, he's also digging through boxes trying to find stuff. She's holding his stuff. So she's keeping all of our stuff separated, price pointed. Oh, she goes, "You're at this amount and you're at this amount." I'm like, what? This is awesome. So yeah, I met this awesome. So yeah, that's just to give you an idea of how awesome this couple was. So yeah,
and we saw where we made him.
What's that?
Was wearing a Station People. He was wearing a Station.
Yeah, he was wearing a Station People T-shirt when we initially met them outside. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we met them. I was trying to remember.
And they ended up having lunch with us and the rest of the people that we ended up meeting, which was the best part of Joe Fest's meeting people. But yeah, it was an awesome experience. But the whole point of that particular story was to I forgot what the whole point of that story was. Anyways, who cares? That's what happens when you get old. You forget shit. So now that we've discussed these guys, let's discuss these awesome dudes. So these are boss fight figures. Like I see some mixture in there. 'Cause I'm a big fan of kit bashing. So
Yeah. So, I mean, really, most of the sleeveless arms or all of the sleeveless arms probably that I use ends up being from boss fight.
Oh, okay.
This is inspired by King Arthur and the Knights of Justice from the 90s.
Yeah.
Another show that like I'll get these ideas because like I'll see the show streaming on, for example, Peacock is what this was streaming on Peacock at one point.
Right.
And so I started watching a couple episodes with my kid, and he gets into it, and I'm like, oh, cool, okay, well, let me go see if I have pieces to make that. So yeah, these are primarily 3 boss fight figs, lower torso and legs and forearms from Marauder.
Right.
MF hands on one, feet from Boss. Yeah, the one on the right, the Darren one, is very, very kit bashed. The other two are mostly straight up boss fight.
Boss fight, yeah. You can see it in their boots and stuff like that too. But yeah, they came out really cool.
Meant to look like those. Yeah, this is another Scoundrel Central pick.
That's a custom Duke you made there, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah. So again, mostly Marauder pieces with a Joe head and FMF hands, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's not like a new recipe. I mean, lots of people have done this one.
Yeah.
Better than me, but
that still looks awesome though.
Yeah.
What's even more amazing too are the backgrounds. So are these like backgrounds that you've made, or are these just
no? So this is
photoshopped in.
But this is all part of the Scoundrel Central. Like in the not the river picks that we were just looking at.
Right.
Scoundrel Central. This is one part. There's like I think I have 4 or 5 levels to my station. And this is the more military-esque Joy Toy playset mixed in with Joe and whatnot.
Right.
Area.
I see some Joe Fest stickers in the background there.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah. I see some of that too. That's like Joe Fest. That looks familiar to me.
One thing Joe Fest was good for was getting new stickers.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, I have lots of stickers. I can't wait to use them on some of my walls. I want to continue the graffiti wall that Wolfman made for me. Thank you so much, Wolfman, for that thing. There's a video coming out for that. So I want to continue that graffiti wall with some of those stickers and stuff like that as well. But is that a Boris Ping figure, or is that a Planet Green Valley?
Planet Green Valley. I thought they were one of the things, but
no.
Yeah, I thought so too, because basically the figures are the same. To me, anyways, the build is pretty much the same. Although I find Boris Ping's a little bit more flimsy, not by much, just a little bit. Although the last wave was really good. So
yeah, I've heard the same thing.
The wave before they were kind of flimsy, especially if you're trying to get them into a seated position. Their legs would pop off all the time. But this latest wave was really good.
I wish.
Sorry, go ahead, Abby.
Oh, I was gonna say I wish Planet Green Valley would come out with more of these, because like the amount of stuff. I don't know if you've ever seen these figures, but like the female figures come with a whole bunch of like little like clothes options that work really well for
tight fitting
like
dress.
Casual. Yeah.
One has like a bikini, a handbag. It came with all these. I'm like, this is not a Barbie. I just wanted the figure.
But you can put it on other figures.
Yeah. You know how much work it is to put it on those
accessories,
things?
Man. Accessories.
Too much. That's too much work. It's like, no, thanks. I like that soft good one that I got from Boris Ping, the one where she's wearing that cocktail dress. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you how frustrating it is for someone who's over 40. I'll just leave it at that. Someone who's over 40 trying to use their clumsy hands to put that tiny little dress around her neck to cover her body and then slide it down. It's like, no, that wasn't fun.
It doesn't come with the dress on it?
No, it does not.
Not all of them. No, you can.
It's called AK. I believe it's called Action Kit or something. Well, it's called saving a buck. That's how they save money, right? Instead of having to pay somebody 25 cents, now you have to spend
Here's your
25
naked
minutes.
figure in their clothes.
You know, it's like, ooh,
It's like getting a
yes.
Barbie.
I'm gonna buy more. Yes, naked
I
1/8 scale, 1/18 scale. Yes, I must get it.
I love them. I wish they were more accessible. Like the only place I can
Yeah, they're tough to
AliExpress.
get, and yeah, luckily for us too, as Canadians, we have a easier access to getting that stuff like LTK, AliExpress. We have an easier time now 'cause I believe some of those stores don't ship to the U.S. right now with all the chaos that's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them don't.
So yeah, if you guys need a certain figure, you know,
I mean,
I'm a link.
I don't know like what you guys end up paying, but I had to pay upwards of $50 per 1/18 scale figure.
So it depends on the figures. Some of them are pricey that way, but then there's a lot of the other ones like the Joy Toy figures, especially. A lot of the times we don't have to pay for any shipping. It's like $20, you know. So
Joy Toy doesn't give you the same like options of like basically giving you a blank figure with clothing options, right?
oh, these figures? Oh no, those figures are expensive because those are considered like premium action figures. So they're pricey no matter what currency you put that in. they're not cheap. They're up there with like Acid Rain and stuff like that. Like my access to premium figures in the 1/18 scale line is Joy Toy. That's my, because I love a lot of their designs. They have really superb articulation, not to the level as like, you know, this figure here, but the articulation is actually really good. A lot of the sculpting is actually really good. It's usually half the price in most cases than Acid Rain or even Planet Green Valley. So that's just my 2 cents.
Be careful when you search that on Google. Make sure you add 1/18 to the end of it.
Yes, especially a lot now that a lot of these. One, you don't want ICE and those guys breaking down your door thinking you're some kind of pervert, and two, these days a lot of toy lines now dabble in both scales, 1/18 and 1/12. So like Boss Fight does both scales now. Joy Toy does both scales. Higher Toys does both scales. So if you end up like, oh, I want that figure, and you get the 1/12 version, you're too bad if that's not what you wanted.
So Joy Toys doing 1/12? I thought they were 1.
They have some 1/12 stuff with like soft goods and stuff like that. It's pretty good looking figures, but they're way out of my price range for what they're asking. Like I think like $100 and some odd for some of these figures, but they're not that good. You know what I mean? They're not compared to like when you see what other companies like Mythic Legion, when you see what they put out and stuff like that. You're just like, no. I'm not putting
They're
on
definitely
100.
on. They're definitely on par with like a Mezco or something. So
yeah, they're up there, but even still, they're not worth the price as like what a Mezco would offer. Because even I find Mezco offers more because like they're better at doing like face sculpts and stuff like that, whereas the 1/12 Joy Toy figure face sculpts aren't that great. Yeah, you might get a female with long straight hair that you can comb if you have a Barbie brush. if you don't, then it doesn't matter, right? So. Well, yeah, this is awesome stuff. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say with Mezco, it's just hard sometimes with their superheroes because, like, I know the Magneto looks like he's wearing his pajamas.
Yes, like, sometimes it's tough. I only have one Mezco, and it's the Blade one. It looks good. The Blade one that I have looks good, so I definitely recommend. But some of them do just look ridiculous. Like the what's the Cyclops one? He looks funny.
Oh yeah.
In that kind of like plastically leathery looking kind of jumpsuit, it looks kind of S&M. But anyways, that's just me. But yeah, see, there's some awesome stuff. I love like, and you were just talking about being able to mix up the different worlds, and here you are doing it yourself right in these pictures. You have Judge Dredd hanging out with Chuck Norris in the background, hanging out with Axel Foley. All in the same room, so on a Star Wars set, no less. So yeah, I don't think you need to like sell your collection. I think you just need to rework it, man.
Yeah,
you just need to rework it.
Where I'm at, like the middle of where I'm at right now. There's even some like it's actually quite a bit of Fortnite stuff in there too.
Yeah, there's some really good. Although now I think they lost their their license.
Did they really?
Yeah,
I think
this.
so.
Yeah, I think this is the last wave of figures you're seeing now.
I mean, we
is,
haven't here in 2 years.
Yeah, so like that's why they just lost the license. So I think this is their last line, and then I think it goes to McFarlane. I think, or is it Mattel? I can't remember. One of those two people. But so
Like
yeah,
the 1/18 scale.
I believe so. Don't quote me on that, but I do know that they lost the license. That much I do know.
I would tell you, like that was really kudos. I think that was a great line. Like the especially the building pieces components.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely.
That was something my son loved playing with. He was 2-3 years old when I started getting those sets. And
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Those running shoes that Axel Foley's wearing, did you paint those lines on there, or those shoes come like that?
No,
My shoes are blank white.
Those are Storm Shadow shoes. I just put 3 lines.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn man, you got some really steady hands.
Oh my god.
That's like some Abby shit, man. It's like,
That's
wow,
just a
man.
photo, man. Like if you look more closely, like the lions.
I'm sure it looks like ass, but
terrible.
I'm just saying, from this picture, from this angle, in my really old man eyesight, those look like, oh, those like Adidas. I used to have those shoes in high school, man.
Yeah,
that's
legit.
how old I am. So yeah, whatever. But anyways, this is what I wanted to get into before I haven't even touched any of our stuff yet. I'm all into your stuff. Hope you guys don't mind that I'm really like diving into this guy's awesome work. Wayne, this is where this is why I stopped you earlier, because I wanted to know, I want people to be able to visualize the size and scope that you were describing at the beginning. So this is kind of why I was saving these images for now, so you can go to town, do your thing,
like what
go to work.
Here is
you.
Maybe,
Sorry, go ahead.
Maybe 2 foot section, like corner.
Really? I thought that was way bigger than that. I honestly thought it was bigger than that. That's more space. You have less space than what I have, and that looks like you have more space than what I have. That's awesome.
It's all 1/18 scale.
Right.
So I did take a one corner, 2 walls, one corner of that room is city build, right?
Okay.
Right there is just a zoom in of the bottom like corner of it.
Okay.
If you go back on my profile about a year ago,
right,
6 months to a year, you'll see what more like walkthrough videos. I had to separate it into 3 videos because it was too long.
Right.
I take the camera and get as much of the detail in each of the levels. There's 3 videos. There's probably like 5 levels or so that I built in. And yeah, it just kind of organically. You know what helped is I had my own small business doing like handyman work for a while.
Right.
And I had like extra construction materials, plywood, and then again, just like screws, nuts, bolts, things of that nature.
Yeah, but dude, some of the things that I'm seeing in the background, like this is like the level of detail. Like for example, to the very far right of the picture, near the front, what are those orange blocks? Like what are those? Is that from Star Wars, or they look familiar? But
far right, you mean the G.I. Joe platform?
Is that what that is?
With the X's on them?
Yeah.
Oh, that is the G.I. Joe platform. Holy, that's a miniaturized version of it, of course.
No, that I got at last year's Joe Fest.
That's so cool, man. That's really cool. I love that, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love the detail. I even love how you broke it down to the scale. Like for example, the AstroTurf at the front here. It's all weathered and stuff. It looks real.
Well, that's like a work in progress.
It's still though, it looks real. Like if I just like kind of cover my eye, like one of my eyes, I'm like, is that a real picture? So yeah, it's a nice shot, man.
I appreciate it, man. It's really, I mean, it's like the kind of terrain turf you put in on like train set builds, or gaming, like tabletop gaming builds with a little bit of that moss stuff.
Yeah.
I actually had some left over from one of my kids' like diorama science project things that I had to do. So yeah, but that moss stuff not a good not not a good material to use reliably.
Yeah, not fun to play with.
No, it made such a mess. Like I regret it now. But I am trying to make it a little bit less gray and a little bit more organic in there on that first level, so it looks.
Yeah. I love your use of greeblies. Is that on the second level? Are some of those the stands from the Joy Toy Mecha Depot? It kind of looks like it, but I can't tell. Yeah, on the second level,
far right, yeah, on the far right, you start seeing the Joy Toy. There's like 3 pieces connected there.
Oh, okay, so that is what that is. Okay, but that looks awesome. You weathered it really nice. The lighting is what really usually makes the difference. Is the lighting.
It's funny. Like that's probably the area that I paid the least attention to. I just got track lights from Walmart and tried gluing them and stapling them to as many kind of areas and corners as I could just for illumination.
Right.
Just lighting at all, right? The fact that they're multicolored is just kind of like a happy-ish accident.
That's how it usually goes.
But that lighting hides a bunch of the not detail that I put in.
Right.
I didn't do a very good job at painting. I like at the point where I was at to do painting, I was tired and I was just
like fuck it. You just got to that point, it's like fuck it.
Yeah, I'm like for like a year and a half. When are you gonna finish this, Dad? When can we play it? So,
shut up, kid! I'll finish it when I'm done.
I know. It started off as this project between like me and him to play in, and it ended up just being like Daddy's world. But but the colored lights really do hide a lot of like the lack of detail that I didn't put in.
Which is funny because I was gonna say how much detail your diorama actually has. Like, oh my goodness, look how much detail you have here. Because like my eye, from the moment you started describing this, my eye's been all over the place, and I've been zooming in on my screens. Oh, look at that! Look at this thing. And I've been like picking apart your room, and you're saying, "Oh yeah, the lack of light is not having all the details." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about, man?
Well,
there's details everywhere."
Well, I appreciate it, man. It's all part of the tricky light show.
It's all part of being an artist. You find all the faults that nobody else will find because they're too busy looking at all the artistry that you put around that fault that one little tiny thing that you see. They are too busy, preoccupied, and distracted by all the other awesomeness that they don't have time to notice that one little pin drop of a mistake that you notice. Trust me. That's what it is. Oh, I know I'm not wrong because I'm looking at this picture in front of me and I'm like, holy crap, what are you talking about? It's like it's not showing detail. What? But yeah, awesome job. I really do love the especially the scaling. That's the part that's usually tough to get to, especially with 1/18 scale. A lot of the times when you try to order like dollhouse stuff, it's always 112, and even then when they say it's 112, it's really bigger than 112. Like those cereal boxes, I'm sorry, as a 6-inch figure, I'd be like, holy shit, this is like the family size box because this is huge. Some of those boxes are too big for 112. So yeah, I get how hard that can be, but you definitely have an eye for it. Like you see, some people don't have a photographic eye, but you definitely have an eye for detail. Even when you don't think you have a lot of detail, there's still a lot of detail. So you did phenomenal work on that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Let me go back. Yeah, even with the background part with the broken wall and stuff like that, it's just I'm just looking at this. I'm like, I want to know more. I want to know more about the behind the scenes. I want to be able to see more. Like a tour.
I wish I had those videos like up on screen. Because they really do, like, they're a good walkthrough of the whole thing, pretty good depth. So like if you get, I don't know, 20 minutes after the show or whatever, take a look, or I can actually even probably send you the links. But you'll get a really good look at everything. These are 2 really blurry, very quickly taken pictures.
Yeah, I know. These are like, I could tell this is not doing, because that's the fact that my jaw's dropping right now, and this is not even like a crisp, like set shot. This is just like a quick, oh, here, I built this kind of shot. I could tell that's what that's what this shot is. It's like, oh, I did this. Oh, and I did this. You know what I mean? I could tell that's what those shots were. But even within just that quick little glimpse of a shot, I'm looking at these, I'm like, holy cow, look at all the detail and all this stuff. So imagine if I had seen a picture that had all the visual qualifications of a sharp image, I'd be like, holy cow.
And look, it's not like none of this happens overnight either. This was like at least 2 years worth.
Yeah.
Build, like little bit by little bit, and it wasn't every week either or every day. Like
right.
I would work on a little bit one weekend and then not for another 3 months, and then I'd come back to it, and then it ended up being sort of a stress relief to just be sitting there very much with the greebles, like little pieces, and being like, where would this fit in?
Yeah.
And it seems natural to the environment that I have building. I did put like mood boards together of like everything that like other people were doing. And it's like a lot of guys in the chat now. I've been on their pages and taken inspiration from their cities and stuff.
Right.
Put like little collages together and pasted them up on the walls as I was building it.
That's crazy.
Because
it's funny that you say too how like for you, like, one of the things that you've mentioned. This is something Rad's mentioned too throughout our days working together, but it all happens in small increments. It doesn't happen all overnight. It takes years to build it up to this. So like a lot of the times somebody will like, like me or someone just starting out will look at this with like, fuck it. I give up. I can't build that, because they're expecting to build that right off a jump. And you can't do that. It takes time. No. It takes layering to give it that layered look, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is awesome to see. You've only been doing it for a little while, but the level of detail already is just insane. It's like it's craziness.
I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Nice. So like keep that up. Hopefully you can extend on this. That's what I want to see. Because I want to see you extend on this. I
can't make it any big. Well, there's a lot more than what you see right here, but I can't like make it any physically like larger. I can't expand into the house. My wife will divorce me.
Not yet. Don't worry. In time, once the kids are getting a little bit older, that's when or it keeps them quiet. You give them a project that keeps them quiet, and you guys build stuff together. Mommy will be like, "Oh yes, you guys go build more." My
daughter is almost at that level where she can like, I can trust her to like do little things. When we
it's like, I told you the glue here, not there, you idiot. That's how he talks to his kids.
I can hold up or prop up the plywood while I'd be like drilling it into the stud.
Nice. So you're really getting that sweat equity going on in there.
Yeah,
awesome stuff. But with Abby starting today, I want to see some of her stuff because she has some projects that she was working on. My stuff, I can quickly run through my stuff because it's like really simple stuff. So we'll go skip through my stuff and we'll go to Abby's because you don't have too many pictures that you sent me. I know you're working on a lot of things right now. But some of for those who don't know, go and follow Abby normally on Instagram, and that's Abby with an I, not with a Y, because my autocorrect always puts a Y, but it's with an I. So it's Abby, ABBI, normally all in one word on Instagram, and you're gonna see the amazing custom work that she does. This girl can paint like there's nobody's business. And that's one of the reasons why she's here. She's not only cool, but she can also paint the living shit out of shit. So here's some of her work here. So this is a custom that you made. So this is something you made from scratch, all of this, or is it just a head that you purchased and you just painted it to make it look glorious?
So the face I just added to. This was I don't even know what her name is, but this is from a Star Wars figure. So the face just added to, changed lip color, added eyeshadow, all that stuff. So
is that Shay Vizsla, the bounty hunter? Yeah, because I have that head and I keep wanting to use it, but I could never figure out where and how I want to use it. This is awesome. This is really cool.
The eyes.
I know, right? The eyes are what's crazy.
I can't do eyes for crap. I have the shakiest hands in the world.
Yeah,
I don't understand how someone does this. Like,
I have shaky hands, and I'm legally blind, so I ended up buying sheets of 1/18 scale water slide decals that you can actually slide the iris right into spot. I haven't tried it yet because I still don't have the acuity to really move that pupil over, the iris over.
So
Supposedly that's supposed to make it look as good as this. So they say.
And I will say, I actually have shaky hands too. Like if I try to, can't show you on camera.
Come on.
The trick is you create a wash super light and then you just go over it like several times. Because every single time your finger goes barely outside, you know, like say the pupil, it's so light that it really doesn't show up. And it takes.
Well, that's because you paint the right way. You paint with like very minimal amounts of paint on your paintbrush, whereas the majority of us just slap that shit on there. It's like, I just want to finish this. Especially when you get to that point, like you spent all that time designing a really amazing custom figure. Then you get to the point where you're painting, you're like, I just want to get it done, and just slap that paint on. You know the layers you're putting on are way too thick. But you're slapping it on. You don't let it dry before you put the next layer on. And you start putting that layer on. It starts bleeding through. Actually, Wayne, go prop up the picture the figure you're just showing us.
One of the last ones, I did a Crocodile Dundee, right? And you can see the eyes there. Like, that's as good as I can get. Not very good.
I just see 2 dark spots. So you succeeded.
Well, like, I just don't understand how. So because if you go back to Abby's picture,
I know, right?
Get like the eyeliner that crisp at that size.
I know, that's the part that blows my mind. Abby, do you use those like really, really small thin markers?
I mean, maybe I just don't know the
like
right.
I said, it's like
it could be, yeah, right. That's what I'm asking.
Like I will do mostly water and then take a teeny tiny bit of paint and mix it on there to where like if you take the paintbrush and dip it in and then like run it across your hand, there's barely any color. And then I just do like 10 coats of the shit.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like that's the thing. The rest of us aren't that patient.
No.
It's like if I can't do it in 1 coat, it's like fuck it. Nope, I'm done. That's too much work.
Yeah.
I'm like, especially like when it comes to like, especially when you have to do like large surfaces. It's like a large surface of the same color. It's like, man, if you don't have an airbrush, you're like, screw this, man. You just want to get it done as quickly as possible. And then when you get to the part after you've done that, then you get to the intricate details. You're like, nope. I can't do intricate details right now. It's just slapping that paint on. That's just how it goes. But this looks phenomenal. I love the level of detail that you put in this to makeup alone. Yeah. Like, I'm just going to keep sending you heads. I'm just going to send you heads and you just do all the makeup for my female characters because you just bring them to life. It looks really cool.
Sure.
I might do something if you're up for it.
You know, I'll pay good money, man. This is awesome. And here's the rest of it. So not only did this look awesome, here's the rest of that figure. She made this shit, y'all. She made this. I remember before this was even painted. How awesome that looked. And now it's painted and it looks like this? Like, no. You need to stop.
I'm really stoked to finish it. It's been taking a while, but...
This is your Titan, right?
Yeah. This is my entry for Titans of the Universe. Yeah.
So those of you guys have noticed, it's well past the time we were supposed to be done, but there's no Titans of the Universe right now. It's not that it's not gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I actually had to push it because I had to I'm still working on the rules and stuff. So these are the rules that Tone did. I'm just reworking them so it ties in better with Titans of the Universe. So I'm pushing that back. So Rad's Gunslinger Challenge is going to come out before we do Titans. And I actually want to try to get a few more numbers. Because right now I think we're at like 4 now. Because one person withdrew. Because their dog ate their figures. So they couldn't do the pictures. So I want to push it back so that way people have more time to complete their figures. Come up with their backstories. Because it is a lot. It's involved to have a Titan for this particular tournament. But you win something. All that work goes into something worth $100. So it's not like it's, tiddlywinks. It's of your currency. That should perk up some ears. So it could be $100 in your U.S. currency or $100 euros. imagine that. And you could buy shit with that. Imagine the stuff you could buy with that. But yeah, you got to participate. You got to come up with something good. There is a lot of homework involved. But yeah, this is awesome. So what I'm looking at right now is awesome. Now you have time to work on the backstory. You finished the hard stuff. Now the easy stuff is the backstory. That's easy. Right? Easy?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. So this is another one of your awesome creations. Because I love the fact that you love using soft goods, but you love using like little pieces, like jewelry pieces and stuff. What's going on with this belt?
So that's actually for that figure. And yeah, just made like a little soft goods loincloth. I found with like teeny tiny figures, and well, you can do it with 1/12 too. It kind of changes the color of the fabric, but you can actually take like Mod Podge for fabric, dilute it, brush it into the fabric so it soaks through, and then you just pinch it into the folds that you want
so
and
that's
blow
how you
dryer
get the
and
folds,
it'll stay. Yeah.
Nice.
So you can actually get it to kind of like lay in a way that looks right for something that's that
more
small.
Yeah, that scale. That's because that's usually the biggest problem is it has soft goods, but it just looks like some Star Wars cloak. You know what I'm talking about. It's good that they come with this shit. They come, it's good they come with the cloak, but at the same time you're like, yo, this looks whack at this scale. But you have a way of just weathering it in the right way, and like you said, adding the Mod Podge to add those folds, and it gives it more of that realistic look. Like this looks so cool. Like if I didn't see your fingers in the shot, I'd have to look a few times to guess at what scale that is. And how did you do is that pouch just a pouch that you got with those little gold knobs? Is that from Marauders?
Oh, that's Marauders, yeah. Yeah, Marauders.
Yeah. That's cool. But you weathered the shit out of that belt, though.
Oh yeah, no, the belt still needs paint, but I actually weathered the cloth too. Like anytime I do like my soft goods, I actually dry brush the fabric, so that's all painted. Because honestly, especially when you're trying to match something to a figure, that's kind of hard. So half the time I end up just literally painting the fabric to fit whatever I need it to be.
But that's crazy though. I love the detail. And then this. So what? Okay, so take us to what you did here with this thing, because this looks like it used to be very colorful, and now it looks more like it's realistic.
So I haven't done too much to this guy. What I really did was create alternate legs. So the range on the curled up one, that actually it can't bend up that far. What I actually did was I dremeled out a lot of the plastic where that joint is seated.
Right.
And then glued it in place, and then I sculpted that feathering down at the bottom where I had shaved away the plastic.
Right.
I also took the head because that mouth actually doesn't open up that wide.
Mm-hmm.
I took the jaw apart, same thing, dremeled out some plastic, re-glued it, and then I also dremeled out the inside of the mouth a little bit on the little, I don't even know what you would call that, little attaching inner cheek piece.
Right.
But yeah, just I
giving yourself a lot of work.
I know. I did this with another one of my dinosaur figures. I like having legs that are positioned like that because you can swap them so they're crouching. You can swap them so they're laying down or sitting.
Right.
It gives more options. And granted, it's not supposed to, the whole entire leg isn't supposed to be interchangeable.
Right.
I have to use a blow dryer to pop it off, but having that for photos and then just being able to get a dramatic running poses is very nice.
But just the level of detail on these is just insane. And then you have rocks, some slate rocks that you glued together. Is that what you did here? You just glued them together?
You want to know what that is?
Yes, I do. Please tell us.
It is painted tree bark.
What the? Shut the front door.
Yeah, seriously,
Yeah,
I saw that on like a diorama thing.
Yeah,
like
now I can't unsee it now. But that's awesome. It looks like those. You know what it looks like to me? You know what I thought it was? You know those onyx like stones or like slate stones? That's what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just was gluing it together. But this is even way better.
Yeah, and it's great because I mean the tree bark, it's super light too. So it's not like you have like, super heavy rock that you're trying to stick to plastic and everything. Yeah, no, I saw that on a diorama thing.
If you want to build up between two levels, that's a lot easier to pile those up than to like start stacking rocks and the whole thing collapses and breaks.
Yeah.
But awesome stuff. So I'm gonna quickly go through mine because we wow, I can't believe how much time we've already gone through. So I'm working on some custom figures on a custom team. So I decided to do. I don't know how this popped into my head, but I decided to do a custom mystery machine team. So I decided to actually this is my gunslinger. So this is this gunslinger for Rad Toys Galaxy. So Rad Toys Galaxy, is it next month your challenge, Rad? But
God, no! It's not till it's not over till like the end of August.
Okay.
Once I get back from my trip to be until.
Oh, that's like in September. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're driving out to Indiana to hang out with Timbo Toys and probably his buddy Shane. So that'd be a fun road trip.
That would be
another
fun.
Zilla trip.
Yeah. So yeah, this was my gunslinger. I still don't know if I want to go with her yet, or if I want to make an alien. I still have to find her holsters. Still don't know if I wanted to have her, be a dual yielding gunslinger or just a one gun. So I still have to figure that out. But that's her sidekick robot. So when I went to Joe Fast, I bought a whole bunch of those Skeletron little robot head thingies. And I decided to buy one. I painted it all black. So I primed it all in black. Then I dry brush silver. And that body that it's sitting on is the Hiya Toys RoboCop, the 2014 RoboCop movie. They had those little robots. All I did is just pop the head off, pop this one on, and the silver matches perfectly to that robot. So I didn't have to customize anything on the robot itself. The head worked out perfectly for that. So I saw these comic book covers. Never read any of these, but I just thought it was funny and I thought it was cool. I like the idea of these guys being like mercenaries, right? So I decided, hey, let me make my own version, like sci-fi version of these characters. So I started working on Velma. So I started using the Infinite Corvus Belly Infinity, and so I used the head, April O'Neil head from the Joy Toy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The glasses I got from that character from Jurassic Park, that dude with the black suit. I forget his name.
Ian Malcolm.
Yeah, that's it. I used Ian Malcolm's glasses on her. Had to glue those on, or else those were not staying on her face. The jacket already came in. Yeah, I should have bought more of those now that I think about it. She's using that.
They're still there.
Okay. So she always has that magnifying glass. So the artist who drew that sexy picture gave her a blue magnifying glass. So I decided to give her those little pip robots like was in the Acolyte.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got her using that little droid so that assists her with her investigations. I gave her a robotic hand. I may paint it orange, but I'm likely just going to leave it silver. And then I'm going to also paint her legs to match more of her skirt and stuff like that. So then the figures that I bought, these are the ones that I opened up after Joy Toy. So remember I told you guys I bought figures before Joy Toy, but I only opened them up like yesterday. It was the 2-pack that comes with that wolf dude and that chick. So the chick in it reminded me of Daphne because of the whole little headrest, the headband and the thingy. That's why that reminded me of Daphne. So I have to repaint her here. her outfit's already purple, but I want to match the purple to what's in the cartoon in the comic book. And then I also have this guy that I'm converting to be my Fred. So this I'm gonna have backstories for all these characters. So initially he thought he was just a regular soldier. Then he kept getting injured and stuff like that. Then he started noticing that all the injuries weren't actually breaking anything. So he was wondering, why am I not dying or getting severely injured, or why am I not in pain? He finds out he's been a cyborg all along. So he's been a robot all along. So now he doesn't wear those dorky white shirts. He just goes bareback. So he doesn't give a crap. He's gonna kick ass. So that's my Fred. It's actually Fred. It's spelled FR3D. Is how his name is spelled. And then here's my Shaggy. So this figure this looks like Shaggy. You just gotta repaint the hair or just give him a new head. Yeah. But the outfit just looks like Shaggy. So I'm like, yeah, that's Shaggy. So once I get this guy, I'm just gonna swap the head or maybe repaint the hair so it looks a little bit more like Shaggy, making him the team's mechanic. And then Scooby, my Scooby ain't no slouch, man. My Scooby's a big ass mofo werewolf that you don't want to mess with, because he was awesome. Not only will he eat you, but he will shoot your ass. So normally this is a navy blue color. So I started repainting. I just started with the base coat. I started with this lighter coat. I'm gonna dry brush some darker brown, and then maybe add some black spots to it. So maybe some chestnut spots as opposed to actual black spots to his, like his arms and stuff. So it looks a little bit more like the Scooby colors. But yeah, he's gonna be a badass, and that's my team. So yeah, this is where I had those two drawers where those two yellow things are. I was just showing you that this is the top of this spot here. So I'm working on a bar on this lower level. Obviously, once I add the sides and the walls and add the lighting, it's going to be completely different aspect to this. But it's going to be a two-tiered lounge. This is going to that Jabba character you see at the front, that's Deer of the Hut. This is her club. So yeah, you'll see more on that as I start doing more work on that. And then that little dresser thing that's behind me right here where the lights are on. Underneath it, that's all going to be painted, that little side table. I'll be turning that into like another docking bay. And then the top part will be painted and adding staircases to match up with the level of the other case there. So yeah, that's stuff that I've been working on. And
very nice.
That's where I'm at. But wow, the time have just flew by today. Like, I can't believe how far along into 8 o'clock that we've gone into, and we still haven't even gone to a fraction of what Wayne's stuff is today. Shall we keep going? Do you guys have anywhere else you guys need to be? I know you, Rad, you might have to go. Because Rad, you have Toy Mercs, right? So.
Yeah, they just started, but yeah, maybe I'll dip out, refresh.
You'll dip out
before I start into that, but. Yeah,
all right, man. So, Rad, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for always being awesome. I wanted to say a big thank you, too, because he did all the driving, folks. This guy did all the driving there and back to Joe Fest. And that in itself was incredibly... From Canada, we're looking at 15 hours of nonstop. But, of course, you're going to stop and stuff. So, the first day, I think you did it in 18 hours, right? That's with a few stops here and there. And us sleeping in the truck. It wasn't even less than
that. We were 18 hours.
Yeah, so about 18 hours, and then we slept.
It was rough. It was nice.
It was nice actually sleeping in a hotel room.
12 hours.
Yeah, we went about 12 hours.
I was like,
and then we both crashed in that bed, in our own beds. We're like, oh
yeah. When I got to Joe Fest, though, and we finally got to Augusta, Dom was like sending me messages. I was like, I'm not even tired. I just want to go to Joe Fest and go see what everybody's doing.
We got there in time for the
night market. We just drove down. That was a lot of fun, man. That was a lot of driving. I felt good once I got back to Michigan, though. That's kind of where I know everybody. It's my little home away from home is in Michigan, so it felt good to get back to Michigan. That's for sure. So,
But still, I felt so guilty sitting in the passenger seat the whole way down, the whole way up. I'm like, fuck, because I used to love driving, right? Obviously, because I'm legally blind, I can't drive. But I was like, oh man, I want to drive. Because some of it looks like fun, especially when we were going through West Virginia. Beautiful, beautiful country,
dude,
man.
that was beautiful. Never seen anything like that in my life, man. That was
insane.
incredible.
Although you guys really need to rework
No,
your highways in cities, man. Your Nashville highway, your Detroit highways, nah.
Oh, it's just
that
slow,
stuff
dude. It
needs
was
work.
Nashville. We should have driven around Nashville. I should have known better
Yes,
than
we
to
should
do like
have.
a major city because that was just like a crawl. But whatever. But everybody enjoy the rest of the show. I will see you next week, and yeah.
Awesome. So yeah,
See you
check them
later,
out. You have
boys.
WMC this week,
Girls.
right?
Take care, Ed.
You have WMC this week, right?
Sure do, man. It's like
Awesome. So 8 p.m.
it's gonna
Rat
be a
Toys
weird,
Galaxy.
crazy show. I
Check
don't even know
out
how to describe it.
check out his channel at 8 p.m. Friday Eastern. So you're definitely not gonna want to miss that because it's always craziness over there. And go check out Toyworks, which is starting
Yeah, it's
now. So, anyways, I'll catch you later, brother.
Yeah.
Take care.
Well, who knows? Dead Man sometimes starts and sometimes doesn't. But yeah, take it easy, folks.
All right, see you later. If you want to come
See you
back,
later,
you know where to
Ed.
find us. But yeah, that's amazing stuff, though, man. How much time has already passed? But I'm still amped and stoked to keep going. If you guys are, if you guys are still stoked to keep going, I am.
I can do about 20 more minutes.
All right, cool. So we'll dive into your stuff. I had a whole Joe Fest and all that stuff. This is stuff that I was supposed to do over the last couple of weeks, right? So I kind of threw it all into one episode. But let's actually dive into your actual work, the whole reason why you're here, man. So yeah, this is the stuff that caught my eye. Like even now, you're still posting like awesome stuff. Like I saw that Spider-Man you posted today. Like that's insane, man. I love your stuff. So obviously you could tell you have an eye for the graphic design. This is something you've entered into a competition, right? This one?
Yeah. So first time this has happened, but toy pick community, which to me, I mean, I think is one of the larger platforms for the hobby or groups. I would say they did a feature of this. And first, I mean, I've gotten shared on their channel, but not like featured.
Right.
So that was like kind of unbelievable, and I'm still kind of living on the high of it. But they do a weekly top 10, which I guess the more likes you get, the more, or the one with the most likes wins, right?
Right.
I think this one's still in the lead at the moment.
That's awesome, 'cause that's a lot of eyeballs on your work, right?
Yeah,
Which is really good. Which is why I need to get back into my photography.
You
I've
know
been
what?
stagnant for the last few years, or I'd say the last couple of years, I've been pretty stagnant.
What kind of forced me into it regularly is joining collabs. Like the first one I joined was UC Monday Night Mayhem, the wrestling collab, and just kind of getting into the frequency and cycle of that. Like I slowly started joining other ones, like the Spider-Man one, the one that I co-founded with Dale Wales Beard. I forget his Dale.
Nice.
but his screen name's like Dale's Wales something.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, this is a great shot, though. This is obviously a collaboration of both photography and graphic design, right?
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's not a diorama that you built.
No. There's another account, WAKtoypics, or probably no, Pop Toy Photos.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
He's a designer as well.
Right.
And he mixes like screen grabs from games like Spider-Man and other world games with certain AI software and his own design skills, and creates these backgrounds, and then just like give them away to the community. Like once
that's
a month,
awesome.
Yeah, he'll like post a handful of them.
Right.
So I've been using them for a couple of months now, and I gotta say, like, okay, yes, in that Superman one, the picture, like the angle and the lighting really worked with that particular background, but the background does most of the work for you when it's that good.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't have to worry about where your lights have to be or if they're gonna get in the way of your shot or anything like that.
So
This one
I
just
mean,
worked out. It's
I, I,
fairly, yeah, it's a fairly level or even lighting
I
in
just
this
I give so
image.
much credit to him because like his work is genius.
Yeah, that's a great shot. It
It,
almost looks like he was flying like super fast
yeah.
and was like tearing through the streets. That's why the streets are in such disaster. And then he just stopped at the
You know
last
what?
second.
It was actually kind of a happy accident here. That truck says Oscorp.
Oh, nice.
The figure is posed with the cape and whatever. All you can see is the orp.
Yeah,
So I thought to myself, like, okay, well, it could be LexCorp.
exactly.
That's how someone sees it. But yeah, man, I would follow him immediately and 100 times over at Pop Toy Photos.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that plug.
Yeah.
And here's another awesome shot.
This is from the same creek of the couple of those Joe shots, with the meaty the meaty rock.
I'm just hoping that alligator or crocodile, whatever you want to call it, in the background is just not real. Because you said
that
there's
is a
creek.
Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
I thought it was- whatever. I don't know any of that stuff, man. It's I don't want to fuck with it. That's what that is.
That's a nope.
Exactly.
World, the movie, the one that just came out. It's just in that toy line.
Oh, okay. To me, it looks like it could be like a crocodile or alligator.
Yeah. So I've got this idea to go back in the creek with the crocodile and D I just did and use the alligator that comes with the G.I. Joe classified.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be cool. This is a 6-inch figure that you're taking a picture of.
No. This is 3 3/4.
What? Get the hell out of Dodge. No.
They've done really good on the paint apps.
I'm just looking at those glasses. Those are not real.
I know, right? No, this is like Mattel's 3.
What? No, I have to get that figure just for those glasses. The level of detail, because that spirit, the flare gun thing. I got something similar with the Doctor Dude, but it didn't look that good. Obviously, you added effects on top of it.
That's 100% digital sticker. His hand is empty in the actual photo. I just put that in with the smoke.
That's nuts. That's really cool.
That's awesome.
Thanks. That looks really cool. You did a great job on that.
Thanks,
but yeah, this shot came out really good, and I can't believe that's 3 3/4. I really thought that was a 6-inch figure.
Now those glasses don't come off, but no, the face paint is. I mean, really, the paint in the whole figure is really.
But
good.
are those glasses? Are they like a sculpted piece on there?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so it's just like the Doctor then, because the glasses that he comes with aren't supposed to come off because they're actually pegged into the side of his head.
Right. No.
I just popped it out and glued it onto my Velma.
Right.
Velma
You can
custom,
do that
right?
with the Ian Malcolm. You can't do that with these. This is
okay, so it's not that it's actually like a fitted piece to this figure. Okay.
Part of the mold.
Okay, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Spidey.
Yeah.
We have a few really good Spidey shots. This is a nice little simple one. I like this one. It's sick.
That's
That's amazing.
Thank you. That's another Pop Toy Photos background, though. I add some stuff. Sometimes I take stuff away, graphically, digitally. But again, like if you already have like 70% of the meat of what you need there, like perfectly done, it just makes everything that I want to do is like so much easier and better and faster.
But because you have the talent and the ability to and those skills to be able to do that, even when you say, "Oh, it's just this kind of a background," it's like it's still you make it look like this. That's the difference, right? It's not like this. Oh, it's just this random background. But yeah, you made the random background look like that. You know what I mean? Do you see the difference of what I mean? It's like it's not like just somebody could just pick up a camera, take this shot, and do the exact same thing. Like this, it takes skill and it takes talent to be able to do this stuff. So yeah, like you're noticing all the little mistakes that you are gonna notice because you took the shot, you put this together. So you're noticing all. So you're selling it short. Oh, it's just this and this. Because you're not an arrogant guy. You're someone who who's humble and you enjoy the stuff that you're doing, and it shows in your work, right? So, but yeah, definitely these are great shots, and I love the fact that you mix the practical up with the digital. You do a good, really good mix with the two, and the fact that you're using like practical backgrounds, but then you add all the other glam and glitz to make it the shit, right? So
That is, I mean, I'll say that. Yeah, I do try to keep it like a good little mix of things. I don't want to just do like the one or the other. But that's kind of life as a graphic designer, you know?
yeah. Because then that's how your life is all the time, right? You're always kind of mixing and matching everything, right? To do what you like. Sometimes you're mixing and matching tools to get a certain project done, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, when I see, because I used to do graphic design as well, so it's kind of wild. I'm like, I know what you're going through. But that's the thing. The best kind of graphic designers are the ones that want to mix up the different mediums because it makes the pictures or the whatever the art subject is more plausible, right? So you look at that and that actually could be real, or that really could be in a movie. Like this could be a new animated series, right? If you just look at it in the right way. So, but yeah, it looks really cool.
Thanks, man.
Here's another awesome shot. I like this one. This almost looks like it could have been like, I don't know if you're familiar with back in the day when they used to do those Xbox magazine covers. They used to do like the artist's version, like the alternate video game cover art. I used to usually make the cover of the magazine. That's what this reminds me of.
Oh yeah,
it looks like a video game magazine cover.
It's a Pop Toy Photos background from I think the Spider-Man game.
Right.
So that
see, that's why it gave me those vibes, right? It looks like a video game cover vibe. There you go.
I mean, like these days, those games have such high quality graphics.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Out of it, and then you can mix it in with a little bit of a soft blur,
exactly,
photo and have it look legit.
And that's what you did here. It looks legit. Yeah. It looks really cool. I really love how that turned out. There's another really cool one as well. This kind of reminds me of one that I did. I have two Instagram pages. One of them is my mainly 1/18 scale stuff. Then I also have one called Action Figure Action. That one's mainly my 112. I haven't touched that in like a year or two. Mainly my 112 stuff, and that's where you'll find like my Marvel Legends and stuff like that. And I have a Spider-Man shot where this reminds me of that. And right behind his head, I have Spectacular Spider-Man, the title, right behind his head. But this shot reminds me so much of that. This came out really good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I love this shot. Only recently I found out that his beam doesn't actually do damage. It's not it doesn't burn. Like I thought it was like a laser beam.
Yeah.
But it's more like a blunt physical like knockdown. All this time I'm like, I thought he could melt shit, but it's all in how if he wanted to, he could melt stuff. But I had no idea it was more like a punch. So I had no idea for years.
More recently, I feel like they've emphasized that, but like the movies would make you think that it's like laser vision.
Yeah, but even when I was growing up, I thought that too because I used to read X Factor.
Yeah,
that was my jam. I loved X Factor, that comic book line. Actually, even had X Factor #1, even though it's worthless, but still, I have that comic. But yeah, that I always thought his eye beams actually did damage. Like I thought he could control it, and that's why, like in the movies, they had that adjustable thing on the side. Yep. So I thought, that's how he can adjust how powerful it was. But it's mainly just how much force he can hit you with. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a blunt force trauma.
As opposed to a laser cutting thing, like Superman.
Again, I think it also has to do with like the person working on whatever
whatever story they want to get off their plate, right?
His power set to kind of fit whatever they're going for.
So when you do your photography, which do you prefer, 6-inch or the 1/18 scale? Because I see you do a mix of both.
Yeah, good questions. Like, there's not so okay. So I gotta organize my thoughts. Companies like Chicken Fried Toys, right?
Yeah,
they're doing really good, really like high detail stuff at 1/18 scale. Like the facial features, the details, like John, who or J.E. Russell, who is the head of that company.
Mm-hmm.
It has put some like real artistry into his cowboy line.
Right.
Usually you don't see that as much until you get to the larger scale. So
that's true.
I mean, I do collect I've collected the 1/12 scale since like the Toy Biz X-Men days, but even though those weren't 1/12 to today's standards,
Right.
with a 6-inch of and I just kind of grew with that line.
Right.
You do get like the better facial expressions and features and like the more expressive stuff in the bigger figures, right? Or the mid-size figures. Not
Overall, yeah, definitely can't disagree with that. Although that's starting to change.
Yeah. So when I've got a certain idea, like it's usually easier to accomplish it with 1/12 figures. But that being said, the environment stuff is always easier to do in 1/18. So
Right.
it's really like a back and forth tug of war.
Yeah.
If I can do something up in the station, or like just for the piece of the station, that usually does a lot of the background work for me with the 1/18 scale stuff. But again, the figures, like unless they're these really unique Marauder items or Time Novel Legends, or a boss fight, the typical GI Joe heads, even from the 25th and the 50th anniversary, hell, even the what Hiya Toys is doing now with 1/18 scale, I don't think those faces are at the level that the indie companies are doing.
Yeah, for sure. The indie companies are killing it. They're totally killing it.
I mean,
especially those 3D modelers that have those 3D print websites. They're doing a way better job in terms of like sculpting like facial expressions and stuff like that. They're killing it.
Level 7 that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Like just phenomenal stuff. Like, but you're right though. Well, 1/12 scale 6-inch figures obviously is where most of the detail has been, especially now with the photoreal stuff coming to like Marvel Legends and stuff like that. It makes things even that much better. It's like, except for when you're like looking at it in person really close up, it looks really weird, all those little dots. But when you're looking at it in photography, or you're looking at it from at a distance, or like the arm length, you can't help but notice all the detail in the faces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's again what I was talking about: a mixture of the digital and the practical to give you more of that plausibility that this could be real.
Yeah, I mean, and you might think of it differently. Like, I use the idea of the like the power set of the character as like right. So he's got this like energy field, and how does an energy field come out? Like, it doesn't come out crisp and clear,
right?
To it, it's an action shot. Like, if I tried to get everything like crisp detail, everything would look like garbage.
Oh yeah, it's not realistic. It's just not realistic.
Like, the fact
not how our eyes work.
The fact that I can play with the fictional aspects of the characters, I think, like, just for the sake of the photography. But yeah, like you can see here near the bottom of his legs, it's probably a little too blurry, but it kind of works because again, it's supposed to be something of an action shot.
Right. Cool stuff, though.
Yep.
Here's some Star Wars.
Yep, Scoundrel Central right here, man. Like, this is
so this is actually your station in the background, right?
Absolutely.
Nice stuff.
Yep, 100%.
I love the lighting too. You did a great job with the lighting as well.
Just really quick on the greeblies stuff on the right there, behind the Imperial officer.
Yeah,
that is a taken apart Nerf gun.
What? Get out of town.
Get it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Gun, like go to Goodwill or Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Get a beat up old Nerf gun, unscrew it all. The individual components give you so much texture.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've seen who else did that. Oh, Jason Trains.
Yeah.
He took he took a Nerf gun apart and made 2 towers out of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do the ideas are just crazy. That's one of the reasons why we have that segment, the weekly Greeblies, is because people have those ideas. Right? Yeah, exactly. Like Abby was saying, there's so much out there, and not all of us know all of it. So that's why we have that segment. We ask people to send us stuff, and even if they haven't used it, but they have an idea of something they want to use, but they want to just throw it out there in the community, they can send us images of stuff they would use as well. And so that's why we send that off every week, because you just never know what's going to be the next thing that's awesome to use. Because one of the main things that people have been using, not since my station, for like long before my channel came along, was using the Jenga blocks to make steers. Like that's just gluing them together to make steers. That's something that took off really quick because of like little segments like this. So that's kind of why we want people to like really show us. So pitch ideas of like just take apart a Nerf gun, and you can do all kinds of stuff like you did in this shot as well, right? So stuff like that is what we're looking for as well. So that's awesome stuff, man. Here's some stormtroopers. At first, I thought these were 6-inch, but then I was like, wait, they didn't make that vehicle for 6-inch.
No, but the guy on the left, the guy in the front there, he's one of those like 5 POA ones.
Yeah, you can kind of see that. He's also the cleanest one out of all of them. So
yeah, I mean, I wish I could change that.
No, that's easy. Let's go to the creek. He will be fine.
Oh, I mean like just the 5 POA, like
I know.
Oh yeah.
All the arms and legs are straight and not like pre-posed.
I know, that's the part I hate. But
I can't do the 5 POA.
I know, I can't either. They're usually just my background characters, or if it was like back in the day, the Star Wars figures had the 5 POA, but the head was on a ball joint, so you could still use the head on regular figures.
Mm-hmm.
So I would buy those, especially when it got to the Dollarama stage, where it's in the dollar stores. I'd buy all those cheap figures, pop off the heads, and then use the heads, and then get rid of the head and the accessories. Usually came with pretty decent accessories as well, and the rest I would just toss it, or practice painting on it. Yes, that's it. Practice painting on it.
Not a bad idea.
But this is an awesome shot too, man. Again, a little bit of digital, a little bit of practical. These are those 6-inch figures, right?
Yes, yeah, they're both 6-inch. The
Jada toys.
Yeah,
the Chun-Li is Jada. The Vega is from Sota, SOTA. Like it's like a 15 or 20-year-old figure.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, it was that was a line for its time. Like holy cow, I love them. I've just been kind of replacing them with the Jada.
Now, does it scale with the Jada, or is it just the slightly bigger or smaller Jada?
Perfect. No.
Perfect. Nice.
Like perfectly. No complaints at all. Yeah, and it's just some extreme sets for the background. And yeah, there's always some digital stuff that I do in there to hide like a cardboard crease or line.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's another collab. I joined a Street Fighter collab. So once a month they do a picture and got me shooting those figures.
Nice. That's really
Heck
cool.
yeah.
But not only Street Fighter, you're into the wrestling too, man. You gotta have that up in there. It's a nice. This is a nice shot too. Are those all those figures? Are those all figures you actually have, or those were shots you found online that you could use in the background?
So on the left, more so on the left back, it's an Extreme Sets background.
Okay.
It's cardboard, but there are wrestling figures mixed in there. Like,
okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
The ones between the two main figures and the ones to the right of Swerve Strickland,
right?
Those are the wrestling figures. Most of the cardboard set is on the left there behind Hangman Page. But yeah, no, the wrestling collab was the first one I joined that kind of got me more focused into this.
Right.
And it's not even a very recent shot. I just kind of posted it recently.
Looks cool though. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's a lot of my older shots now I'm coming back to. I'm like, oh, this is a pretty neat shot. Never gave it enough credit, or I never posted it sometimes. But yeah, this is a nice shot. And I like the fact that you jump into different genres of style of toys, like from wrestling to Street Fighter to Marvel Legends, to G.I. Joe. You're into like all of it in all the different scales. So it's good to see that. That's kind of like what our channels are about, right? So
there's a certain joy that comes with the plastic addiction, right?
Yes.
I'm not really into. I might get into if I see a really good product of it,
Yeah. Exactly.
I haven't made a Minecraft toy that really captures my attention yet, but
not quite yet.
Like my kids love it, right? But if they made something cool, like I might throw a piece into Scoundrel Central and have fun with it.
And you never know, by the time your kids outgrow some of those toys, you might have a new appreciation for some of those. Maybe you might come up with a crazy custom idea based on what they have, right? So
right now it's still very much the opposite, but yeah.
So here, this one I can tell is an extreme set, but this is awesome. I like the sci-fi horror feel that you're going for here. Now, do you also have? It looks like you have a smoke machine as well.
Nope.
You
No,
don't. That's fake.
yes.
That's
and
all digital.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Sometimes I do use the spray smoke. What's it
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
Mhm.
Can of it here.
The atmosphere,
Atmosphere. So that's it.
atmosphere. Yeah, yeah.
But to be honest, I get a much better effect when I use digital stickers.
Right.
So yeah, the last 6 months or so, it's been primarily digital stickers.
Because it just looks like the smoke's flowing. Like I played around with, there's also like smoke brush techniques you can use in Photoshop and that. But this actually looks like the smoke's flowing, especially with the like where there's movement with that swamp thing looking dude.
Yeah.
It looks like there's the smoke or the fog's moving around his feet.
So it's a combination of the digital sticker, which is basically like the foggy cloud, the cloggy fog.
Yeah.
The foggy cloud. A couple of those layered at different transparencies with a focal zoom applied at an angle that matches the same extreme angle of the photo. Because you can take the photo in your iPhone like a regular 1:1.
Yeah.
More like zoomed out, angled, like a wide shot.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It was kind of a mixture of all those things.
Yeah.
And then with like a little black vignette on the outer edges that
more of a drama. Give it that movement as well. Like that zoom, like that focused feeling.
Yeah, exactly. But it's kind of a couple different cheats that I put together.
But that it works. It looks really good. It actually evokes all kinds of feelings. And like I said, me personally, I probably would have used more like motion blur to like try to make the smoke look like it's moving around. But even that's hard to make it look very subtle. Which like your technique seems to do that just fine. But yeah, this came out really cool, man. And especially with the vignette. You wouldn't think the vignette would actually really add that much to the drama to this image, but it does. Like I said, it gives you that focus, like, oh, I'm feeling closed in, kind of feeling, which is really cool. Yeah, Dick Tracy, baby.
Yeah, talk about
these are definitely 112, right? These are
this is the
Mezco stuff now.
I don't get to buy too many Mezcos. Usually, actually, I think I had maybe 4.
I only have 1, so you got me there.
Yeah, I got these 2, the Spider-Man 2099, the Duke I got for Christmas last year. That might be it. But
these are tempting.
They're
really high-end items.
They are.
I don't get all the superhero ones because I already collect Marvel Legends stuff. But the Dick Tracy one was such a high-end item it's a 2-pack. It was like $200 easily.
Yeah,
that's the kind of thing I can only ask for like Christmas or my birthday or something.
Yeah, but then the difference between this and like some of the other superhero ones, though, is that this is definitely going to go up in value.
Yeah.
Right? Whereas a superhero one may not necessarily. Depends too if like movies and stuff come out around the time that figure is released.
Yeah.
It may not necessarily grow in popularity, especially right now with the oversaturation of superhero movies. Stuff like this go up in value because of the fact that it's rare.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, definitely that's more like an investment as opposed to an over expenditure.
It's like
I'm looking out for you.
I can't picture myself ever parting with these like Mezcos, but they're some of my favorite pieces. But I suppose, from that perspective, they probably hold their resale a heck of a lot better than a typical Legend.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, I wish I'd gotten the Shadow from Mezco. I missed out both times on that one, but that one's like super expensive.
Yeah, it's not cheap now in the aftermarket. These are some really cool shots. Like I love the one on the left.
Yeah,
that's a really really cool shot. Is that like so? How the hell is that like an actual outside shot or? It's just a lot of layers. I'm looking
the one on the left. So the one on the right is actually outside. The one on the left is fake. Well, fake like background.
Right.
It's again a combination of AI, some Photoshop, some digital stickers. The figure is a shot that I took inside on a stand.
Right.
Minimal lighting, and this is the what convention did it come from? It's one of the more recent shows. I feel like not SD, maybe it was NYCC.
Right.
But it's that Star Wars character from the Visions, right? The samurai guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I noticed his cloak because on the regular release, it's not going to have the wired soft goods.
Right.
This release did. So I was like, all right, it's a price on the pricier end, but it's worth it just for that. That cloak, the wired cloak, makes all the difference.
Oh yeah, wired cloaks are the way to go for any soft goods.
I mean, when McFarlane started doing them on his DC line, like that took it.
To the moment you start posing them, especially when you want to get them in those really dynamic poses, you need to have a wired cape. There's no doubt about it. You need to have a wired cape. Like even now, too, there's people out there. I suck with names, but there's people out there who now make soft goods with wired, with wires in them. That's for any scale, which is phenomenal. Because a lot of the stuff that I buy now, like if I'm making a specific type of character, I'll sometimes go and look for, especially like if they have something iconic like a trench coat or something like that. I'll go and look and find a trench coat with wires in it, so I can do like those blade poses when he's running and jumping in the air and his jacket's flapping, flaring, flaying, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? In the wind, moving around in the wind. That's what I was trying to say. But yeah, some really phenomenal shots. These are some of your more recent builds. So this is another one of the MF figures. That looks like a Marauder figure. Yeah, I didn't know they did scuba gear stuff though.
They don't. So they are, but they haven't started selling it yet.
Is this the part of the Dino Hunter thing?
No. So this is wetsuit version from the DIC series.
Ooh.
Nice.
So this is a Marauder torso, arms, what's it called? Crotch and thighs with a Marvel Universe Black Bolt bottom legs.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I had never seen legs like that at Marauders. They don't have those legs. I would have bought them by now.
Because like it gives it the more scuba suit.
Yeah. The more tight fitting. Yeah.
Conveniently gives you that calf cut right there.
Yep.
But I tell you what really worked well, because that helmet and the fins, you can't really, you can't get modern 1/18 scale.
Yeah.
I got the vintage parts off eBay.
Oh, okay.
I dremeled out the pegs on the flippers, heated up the flipper a little bit to like be able to stretch it just enough to like tightly fit around the Marvel Universe feet.
Yeah.
Snug fit, won't go anywhere. I didn't have to glue it. Works perfect.
Nice.
Yeah. And the helmet fit on. It's actually a Diamond Novel Legends head that I used, but it's on there. Like doesn't move a ton. Like again, I'm not like sitting around like handling it a lot. But for what I need it for, like it worked perfectly.
It came out really good.
Awesome.
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
And here's your Law and Order.
More Marauders.
Well, yeah. Mostly from Joe Fest.
I like the next shot. Thing. He's trying to shoot the dog. No, don't shoot the dog.
I wouldn't do that. No, I'm so sorry. Funny. I was actually just trying to show you like that side of Mercer V2, like with the metal arm and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just messing around. Yeah, I do love those metal arms, those cybernetic arms. I didn't get that particular one, but part of the building your figure, you can get other accessories. So what I kept asking for, arms. Give me all the cybernetic arms. I got like 4 or 5 sets of just those cybernetic arms.
Yeah.
So I have a whole bunch of silver and gold and gunmetal arms, just because they look awesome. They did such an amazing job with the detail, and I've always loved the idea of kit bashing. I always loved, that's one of my favorite thing about making custom figures is kit bashing, especially when you can take them apart, because that's what they're meant to do, is being taken apart to be put back together. I love the fact that boss fight, that was their whole stick, was take it apart, put it back together however you want. Because eventually that's where I'd like to go to, is making my own toy line, and that's what I want to do, is make it so that you could take your figures apart and reconstruct them however you want to make new custom figures and mix them up with certain lines. I know certain lines will work and other lines won't, but that's eventually where I'd like to get to.
Yeah.
But these look just like the Hasbro figures. Like that Law and Order looks awesome.
Thank you. I mean, that again, credit goes to the MTF guys. They create the pieces. I just kind of put them together, you know. Little bit of paint, very very minimal, but yeah. Here's
some boss fight stuff.
Left, the guy on the left, mostly kit bashing of boss fight pieces. No, that's all boss fight pieces. There's nothing else.
That one's all boss fight pieces. But that guy on the right though, who is that guy? He has sunglasses and.
So that really is a kit bash. The head is Fresh Monkey Fiction.
Okay.
Torso I got from some eBay caster like years ago.
Yeah.
I think it was a freebie. I don't even know that I ordered it on purpose. The forearms are the cybernetic Marauder.
Yeah, I recognize those.
The upper arms are a modern Snake Eyes. The legs, both thigh and calf and foot are from a Rise of Cobra Duke.
I was about to say that's from a Joe figure. I can tell. Two ways I can tell is how there's that split in the upper thigh. There's always that split down the leg with most of the G.I. Joe figures, and there's no upper thigh swivel.
Correct.
That's why I was so happy with Marauder's newer stuff has the upper thigh swivel. To me, that makes a big difference. People's like, oh, that's not a big deal. I'm like, that's a huge deal.
That's a big separator between 118th and 112th.
Exactly. That's the big difference, right? So that's why when they switched over, even Boss Fight did the same thing with their newer stuff. They have the upper thigh swivel because they know you can't get into those dynamic poses without having an upper thigh swivel and a rocker ankle, right? So.
Yep.
Agreed.
But yeah, these are phenomenal. Then you have there's your finished Axel Foley.
Yeah. My hybrid. Now that I looked at the comparison pic from earlier, I realized that I need to go do some more touch-up painting to his jacket because it's not quite Detroit Lions enough.
The other thing too is the jacket you created had the helmet on the front because that's what the real Detroit football helmet has on the front. But because of the design of this jacket, you can't really do that. You can't really put that sticker on there without it looking awkward. Because you could still put a water slide decal on there, but the thing is, once you put the bonding agent and all that, it doesn't look like what you want it to look like anymore, right? So you tend to lose that.
I agree, but I can definitely go back in there and do some of the more silver piping highlights.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the stuff that's hard though. I don't know how the hell you people with your eyes can do that stuff because I can't. I can't do any of that stuff. But
I get more control when I use a marker than a paintbrush. So I have to say.
Yeah, I actually just recently bought a couple of sets from AliExpress. Those really fine markers. I know Abby, you know what I'm talking about because you have some of those ballpoint black markers. Those really really fine ones. Mm-hmm. I just bought a couple of sets of those just so that I could do eyelining stuff, and I still mess it up. I still can't do it. So I don't know, Abby. I don't know how you do it. I just have no idea because you should go and check out her page and you'll see the level of detail, especially with 118 scale, the level of detail with just the makeup, the way you make the figures look like they're wearing makeup. And like you said, it's because you do it in layers. You go back and you do it in very fine layers, which I can't do. I've tried. Now I'm getting better. At least I'm getting better at using a lubricated brush.
What you sacrifice though is the next show, showing off hey, I got this much done on the same figure.
Exactly. Meanwhile, somebody got 10 figures done. It's I did 10 of these. Yeah, but that looks like junk. Look at my one awesome figure. That looks amazing. Yeah, sure, Abby, whatever you say. That's what she says.
There are people that do some crazy awesome stuff.
When she's going through people's work, she's like, "Oh my god, look how sloppy this is."
Absolutely not.
I would.
Absolutely not.
I had her level of.
This is so shit. This is so shit. That's what Abby does. She goes online, looks at people's profile. Oh, that guy's stuff is shit. It's such. No, I'm kidding. Abby has no mean soul in her at all. But yeah, Wayne, your stuff, like I said, your stuff is phenomenal. I really did enjoy like some of the customs and the fact that you do a lot of these with the Marauder figures, which is so cool. And you get to the point where it looks like Joe figures. Like sometimes I have to double check. It's like, wait a minute, is that really Law and Order? It's like, hold on a second, and you can usually tell Marauder figures because they kind of have that lankiness to them. Although now their figures are starting to really come along.
Yeah.
Especially since they joined up with Skeletron, it kind of pushed them to another level. So I kind of, when I was at Joe Fest, I kind of wanted to just stay at their booth and just keep buying accessories and stuff like that. Even though I couldn't really walk because of my crutches, I stayed across from them. There was a booth that I think it's Dynamic Pieces or something, where he just had bin upon bin of just parts. And I couldn't even get to the really good bins that were on the floor. I could only stick to the bins that were on the table. Hopefully, next year when I go next year, which I'm going for sure next year, Abby, so we'll see each other there. But next year, I want to be able to go around to more tables because I wasn't very mobile. I couldn't really go around and walk around the tables. Going up and down the stairs was like frightening. I was terrified. And then the first day too, after being in a car for like 12 hours straight of sitting down with a ruptured patella tendon, and you get out of that car and you're finally walking for the first time, it feels like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize I had a leg. So yeah, it was kind of tough. So yeah, definitely it was a great experience. I really did enjoy Joe Fest. I really got to meet a lot of great people. I was happy that I was able to get a few exclusives from there as well, like the Axel Foley figure. I got him. I got the Sundown as well from Dime Novel Legends. What I really wish they would do is sell packages of badges. Come on, guys, sell packages of badges.
Dope.
I would buy them.
Well, you can get a package that has a badge in it. I think with Dime Novel on their online store, can't you?
No, everywhere I've looked, because I even went to Vitruvian Armory. I went to check them out because they used to sell their stuff too. And they used to have a pack of 5 badges, but then they stopped selling them. And of course, the day I said, oh, I'll get them later. And of course, the day that I said that, I went back and they actually have it in the menu that there's badges. But whenever you go to that page, item not found. It's like, that's my French. Sorry. But yeah, that's so yeah, I definitely want to get back into building some custom figures with Marauders. But that's the thing. Once you go into that rabbit hole, it's so hard not to like really dive deep and really get stuck in there. 'Cause, I want this accessory. Oh, this helmet. Oh, and the visor goes in it. What? I have to get that, right? And then you get lost in it and you just go nuts. When you said, "Oh, I set my budget at $20," and then like $200 later, you're like coming out. I was like, "What happened?"
Right.
So, but yeah, definitely, exactly. It's like you're dying.
This is it. And then like I could use 5 of these, and
yeah, exactly. See, that's why I'm single. So it pays to be a single male, so that no one has to bother you. You don't have to worry about budgets. The only thing you have to budget is to make sure you have a roof over your head, food in your gut, and that's all that matters, right? So you don't have to take no dates. Date nights are figure nights. I buy another figure. No, I'm kidding. I'm miserable.
His wife,
husband,
please. And I have split. His money's his, my money's mine, because we're both
that's how
buying irresponsible nonsense.
And that's how arguments start. Oh, I saw you went to the account and spent $75. Why? On what? But if you're both into toys, you guys talk each other into it. You know what I mean? Like most people, you'd rather be in a relationship where you hope the person will talk you out of it. But you're in a kind of relationship, get it. Because if she doesn't want it, I'll get it. I'll collect it.
100%. Enablers. Yeah.
I'm up to you. I'm up to your plan. Well, yeah, Wayne, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be a part of the show. Thank you so much for sharing your wealth of knowledge and your skills on both the show and within the community. So, guys, go and check him out. Check out his merch store as well. He has some pretty cool, unique designs in there. I checked it out before the show. He didn't know I was going to plug his merch show. But it's in the description, so you can both check out his social as well as check out his merch store. You will not be disappointed because it's all awesome. And let's say a big old welcome to Abby, our new co-host. Welcome to the show. So Wayne, I would love to have you on again, especially if you do decide to expand your station. I'd love to see some of your updates. Of course, we can always follow you online. We'll see it there. But we'd love to have you on and maybe pick your brain on some of the other techniques you use in creating some of your awesomeness.
Yeah, I'll make an effort to take some better videos and send them to you like privately, and you can dissect them and we can talk about it.
That would be wonderful. So yeah, we can definitely do that next time. So do you have any upcoming projects that you want to plug in today? Aside from the stuff you kind of already showed earlier.
My little merch store that you can click the link on my profile. It sells the t-shirts that I was selling at Joe Fest.
Oh, so you actually had a booth at Joe Fest?
No, well, at the
the night market.
Yes, that's it.
Oh, okay.
The hallway thing.
Cool.
At this point, I'm just kind of selling them clearance priced for like $5 each.
Oh wow!
But at one point,
I'm going there next.
Right.
I'll send you guys some as soon as we're off here. Send me your mailing address.
Oh wow! Thank you.
I got fun.
Thanks.
But at one point I was trying to plug that. That's an old project. But no, I'm just kind of having fun and trying to enjoy the hobby and work and do life. And I'm super late to go put my kids down to bed. But
oh shoot! Sorry, man.
For fun.
Didn't mean to do that, but thank you so much for sticking around for that extra bit of time.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on your channel to see what you got going on.
Yeah.
And it was a pleasure to have you on, man. It was an honor.
If you don't hear from me like in the next 2 weeks, hit me up and be like, hey, send me those videos. Because it's not, if I didn't send them to you, it's not because I didn't mean to.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something completely different. If you don't hear from me in the next 2 weeks, I'm like, what the hell's going to happen to you, man? It's like, damn, well, if you never hear from me again, just know it's because of this show.
I would hope not.
But yeah, well, I'll definitely hit you up if I don't hear from you. But we'll definitely keep in touch for sure. I try to keep in touch with anyone who's been on the show or who I've met through the community and had conversations with. So I try to keep in touch with everyone. So
awesome. Thanks, Dwayne, and thank you, Abby, for having me. And please say thank you for me to Rad as well. I'm a follow.
Will indeed.
As soon as I hop off here, I'll find you guys, and I'm gonna send you questions about stuff we've talked about too that I don't have. I can't get into right now, but like all the water slide stuff, I definitely want to know more about that because I still can't paint for shit.
I suck at it, and I use water slide decals everywhere. So I have certain stores that I use on the regular, certain people on eBay that I use. But yeah, we'll talk. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for spending all that time. For those of you guys that stayed the whole way through, you guys are real troopers. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. Again, welcome, Abby, to the team. I'm so happy that we have another co-host because one just wasn't. No, I'm kidding. One was plenty, but two is even better. So definitely enjoy the fact that we have a new person on our team. And to all of those people that are watching the replays, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys as well. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel. We appreciate that because it helps me grow because I'm growing really slowly, but I'm trying to grow. And start looking for more videos as time now is freeing up for me so I can start getting to my editing. So you're going to start seeing some more projects. But anyways, pirates, until the next videos, take care.